Hello, my Capricorns. How are you? This is Dee from Consciously Focused Tarot, bringing you your general reading for December. I've already uploaded your love reading. At some point, I will upload your How Do They Feel About You reading. This is your general reading that covers everything else, okay? Career, work, finances, spirituality, health, family, and relationships comes up in it also, inevitably, but that would not be my focus. I start off in the general reading with about 10 minutes talking about, giving a summary about the astrological influences that will affect Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs in December, followed by the tarot reading, and at the end of the reading I will pull some oracle cards for some additional guidance for you and end with a short affirmation meditation. Okay, so I'm going to keep the introduction short. Let's get on with it. Could someone please timestamp where the tarot reading starts? I really would appreciate that. Not everybody wants to listen to the astrological summary. In that case, you can just fast forward. Okay? So, and as always, thank you all for your support. Those of you that haven't subscribed, we'd love to have you. Please subscribe and join us, okay? And always continue to like, comment, and share my videos on your social platforms. Thank you. Okay, Cappies. Okay, let's start off with a general planetary influence and constellation for everybody, all signs, and that is in December. Pace yourself, make sure you maintain work-life balance, okay? Get a lot of rest, okay? Because the first quarter of 2019 is going to be a time when it's going to set the foundation evidently for the next 20 years, because we're at a 0 point. We're at a 0 point within the constellations, and we had a year of planetary retrogrades that were awful. And retrogrades are about basically learning, going back in and revisiting situations and reevaluating and this type of thing, okay? Evolving, being more conscious and more aware of those things in our lives, our own patterns of what we also create in our own lives, what we want to take with us going forward into the next chapter and trajectory of our lives, and what we want to put to rest and leave behind, etc., and so forth. So that is what the whole 2018 year of planetary retrogrades have been about, okay? So I know a lot of us may be feeling quite exhausted from that. And that is preparing us for 2020, evidently. I've heard that said by Kelly Rosano, for example. Okay. So the first quarter of next year is a time now when we will be setting intentions of how we want the next 20 years of our life to look like, and consciously or unconsciously. So the whole point of resting in December is so that the first quarter of next year we will be more aware and more in tune with spirit and the divine as to what we should be doing at that time to prepare for that next chapter in our lives, okay? And if we're running ourselves ragged, running on empty, being pulled in too many directions, okay, we're not really going to be in the place that we need to be to prepare ourselves in the best way that we can in a conscious way, in a way that's where we're self-aware, and we're not just reacting. Okay, so for everybody, that was really long-winded, but for everybody, basically, December, get some rest, because you're going to need your energy. Conserve your energy, prioritize, and that's for all signs. Okay, so as it pertains to you, Capricorn, the houses that are highlighted in December are your 12th house. You have a new moon in Sagittarius. You've got Jupiter there. Mercury is also going direct, I think, on the 7th. Thank goodness. Okay, Chiron is also going direct, but I'll get back to that if I have time. So Jupiter is the planet of expansion, is a benefactor planet, is a planet of higher learning, spirituality, creativity. Okay, Mercury is there. That's a planet of communication. Okay, so you have Jupiter in Sag. It's a new moon, so this is a good time to start something. If you're going to start something new, in anything that is Sag related, Jupiter related. Okay, you may be expanding in that area, starting a new creative project. It's also a planet of, like I said, wisdom, spirituality, higher learning. Okay, so some of you may be going back to school, you may be teaching. With Mercury here, you may be sharing your knowledge, okay, or going back to school to learn something new. All right, some of you may be also embarking on a new spiritual path. Okay. So also around about the same time, we have Mars, the planet of energy and passion, in Neptune. So when Mars is in your sign, it invigorates you. You have more energy and more drive. But it's in Neptune. Neptune is the opposite. It's the dreamy planet that rules Pisces. So it's dreamy, imagination, it's also spirituality. So these two energies may be competing with each other. One wants to be more laid back and rest and dream, imagine, visualize, or be romantic. And Mars is more, you know, go, 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 go. Okay, so that being said, getting back to the first caveat, if you feel that you're real busy, especially with Jupiter here, a lot of busyness, very, very busy, just try and pace yourself and have more balance and get as much rest as you can. Okay, then we have the full moon. I think the full moon is in Cancer, in your house of relationships. Okay, so some of you might be feeling something may culminate in this area around emotions. You might be feeling more nurturing. You might be being nurtured in your relationships, or you might be nurturing others in your relationships, okay? Because Cancer is about nurturing and being emotionally available and sharing of the emotions. And with the full moon here, it could also be about healing, okay? And but because we have Chiron in Scorpio at the same time, also with the moon, just be careful that your emotions aren't a little raw, very sensitive. Okay, so try to avoid emotional conflict. Okay, but with the moon here, sometimes the moon wants to resolve and clear issues. So sometimes you cannot avoid emotional conflict, because that is the way that sometimes those things have to be triggered, come to the surface, and then dealt with. okay, because they can't be dealt with if they're suppressed and you tap dance around it, okay, because then those emotions will just come out when they're triggered. They'll just be projected onto other people unawares, okay. So the 11th house, wow, Venus is in your 11th house of friends, social circles. So you might be, and then especially you've got Mars in your 3rd house of communication. Okay, so like I said, Mars is that planet of energy, passion. It's in the area of 3rd house of communication, which is Mercury again, Capricorn. So you may find that you may be doing a lot of talking and having lots of conversations, sharing informations with others, teaching. You may be in lots of meetings, presentations, signing of contract, negotiations, deals, okay. You may be having a lot of conversation with your partners, okay, in your relationships. Some of you may even be called to be a mediator to bring peace and balance to a situation, with Venus and Neptune here also, okay. So this is pretty good. So to wrap that up, basically you're going to be you're going to be very busy. There's a lot of busyness here, a lot of talking and conversations and sharing of information, socializing with your friends, your tribe, your social circles, but don't overdo it. Remember to have some balance and get some rest. Don't wear yourself out, okay? And then also a notable date is December the 20th to the 22nd, give or take a couple of days on either side. The Sun is going to trine Uranus at 120 degrees. Now, Uranus rules Aquarius, and Uranus is a planet of surprise. It is a planet of surprises, of innovation, but it's also a planet of liberation and freedom. Okay, so if you were feeling stuck anywhere in a relationship or in negotiations or communications, around the 3rd week of December, Uranus may come in and bring you a very happy surprise, okay? Because the Sun is trining Uranus at 120 degrees, so it shouldn't be one of those unpleasant surprises, because Uranus is depicted by the Tower in tarot, and usually when people see the Tower, it's like, oh no, but this is a favorable, happy surprise, okay? And it could be that if there was a negotiation that was stuck, wasn't moving forward, or you may have been stuck somewhere in a relationship, or what else have we got here, or even with a situation with your friends or social circles, or in a business relationship, around about the 3rd week of December, you may have a very happy surprise here where Uranus comes along and moves that stagnant energy along, or whatever was on hold, okay, whatever felt restricted will come in and move it along with a very favorable outcome, okay? And what else was there? Yep, and around about that same time, yeah, Venus is there, Neptune is there, Mercury is there, conjunct Jupiter. So yes, around about the 3rd week, look out for some blessings, some good luck, some good news, maybe some news you've been waiting for. Okay, and it's also an opportunity to use your communication to resolve issues in a relationship, or to enhance the peace, joy, and abundance in relationships. Okay, I mean, after all, that's going to be the Christmas week. What a great time to do that. Festivities, family and friends coming together, exchanging gifts, eating, celebrating. Okay, so wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so I am not going to waffle on any longer. So that's your 12th house. Get some rest. You might be meditating. And the sun is also going to be in your first house. So really, this is all about you, Capricorn. It's about, what do you want? What do I want? What makes me happy? How do I want to present myself to the world? You know, you might be looking at your identity, you know, and like I said, with all these retrograde planets, and Chiron was in Scorpio, and all these things where we were digging deep. The whole point of that is so that we emerge and we come through this experience feeling like a new you. Okay, Cappy, so let's get the party started here. So, what have we got going on? Could you please, someone please, 15 minutes, I talked for a long time. So, could someone timestamp where the tarot portion starts? I've been doing very well at keeping these general readings I've done so far this month. I've kept them Temperance in reverse. So yes, patience. If some of you are feeling out of balance, being pulled in too many different directions, you might feel, you know, you might be feeling a little tired, a little out of whack, a little off kilter. Okay, so you're going to need patience, and also patience with yourself, self-care. Okay, oh my goodness, 20 minutes already. And try and bring yourself back into balance. Okay. Temperance can also speak, so this is Sagittarius. Yeah, this is a Sagittarian card. Okay, and Jupiter moved home into Sagittarius last month in November. Okay. This card can also speak to a lack of reconciliation of a situation. Okay, a situation that needs being brought into balance. Ooh, the Three of Cups, celebration. So this thing that's out of balance here, or whatever is out of balance here, could have something to do with friends, family, social circle. It could have something to do with maybe a celebration, some type of celebration or gathering that was involved here. Okay, that may pose some type of challenge to you in December, Capricorn. But let's see what else comes up. Yeah, the Seven of Cups in reverse. The Seven of Cups in reverse is a good card to have in reverse, because upright, it speaks about having lots of options and maybe not knowing which option to choose. Here it's in reverse, so it looks as though you've narrowed down your options and you're going to choose an option. Okay, or a choice. You had many choices and now you're going to choose one. Okay, this one came out, turned over. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to keep these two together because they both flipped over together. So here in your recent past, it looks as though you have the Six of Pentacles and the Four of Cups. So it looks as though someone is not very happy about a situation. Typically, the Six of Cups speaks about generosity, give and take, reciprocity. You may have got given gift, but you may have received gifts or have given someone gifts. Okay. But with this Four of Cups here, someone here was not happy with the gift or what was offered, or someone may feel as though someone is giving more than they are receiving in return. And with the Temperance being in the center of your reading, Capricorn, this is someone that's out of balance, and they may be out of balance because they've been putting in more effort into a situation to what they are getting in return. Okay, and it may have something to do with a friendships, social circle, gathering, some type of gathering. There's something here that's off. It may be in your social circles or your friendships. I'm really not sure in December. I'm really not sure what that is at the moment. And the reason I'm going to go with the Three of Cups can either speak to celebration, it can speak to gathering. It can speak to your friendship, circle of friends. And the reason I'm going to go with that is because it also came up in your astrological. Oh, that just fell right off. It also came up in your astrological portion that your social circle and friends would be highlighted in December, okay? And the Hermit just fell out. So the Hermit is someone that's taken a step back because they still need answers. They're looking for answers, and they will retreat and go with themselves and just be quiet for a while. Okay, which probably is not a bad idea with a Temperance in reverse, because this is someone that's off balance, out of kilter for whatever reason, okay? And it could be because someone was putting more effort into a situation than they were getting back, all right? So some of you could be dealing with a Virgo, Sagittarius. There's water signs here. There's a lot of water here. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And then obviously you've got Earth here, Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus. So this could be you, Capricorn, where you felt you've been too generous, or you've invested more time or more effort or whatever into a situation than you have received in kind from a group. I can't say that this is family. I don't see any family cards coming up yet to support this family. It could be, like I said, your social workers, could be co-workers. Friends. To move along here. Oh, yeah, it looks as though in the very near future you're going to have a choice to make of two paths, two decisions, two choices. Which choice should you make? Which path should you take? Okay, which direction should you go in? And it looks as though here, like I told you in when I first started laying the cards, you have the Seven of Cups in reverse. You had a lot of options and there are a lot of directions you could have gone in, okay? And now you've narrowed your options down. For some of you, it could have been those of you that are dating, okay? You may have been casually dating. You may have been dating more than one person, okay? And now you may have decided the time has come for you to narrow your options. But the question still is, which option should I take? Which person should I maybe become exclusive with? Or which job opportunity? Whatever the case may be. Okay? Oh, the Magician. Okay, this is how you see yourself, Capricorn. This is awesome. So this is an Aquarian, I think. So this is definitely, you see yourself, Capricorn, as someone that you know that you have the skills and abilities to manifest whatever it is that you want in your life. Okay, but you just have to make the choice. But you want to make a wise choice. Okay. And with that Temperance being in the middle, in reverse, I would say hold off on making the choice until you're more grounded, until you have had time to rest and relax, and to really connect with yourself, source, and the divine, and your higher consciousness before you make this decision. Here you go again. juggling two choices, okay? Or you may be juggling a lot of work, multitasking. So this also may have thrown you off, but you're doing it skillfully, okay? But you do realize that you are at a junction where you are going to have to make a choice soon, okay? For one thing over another. Oops. Okay. But here, there may be a little bit of fear here, that you may feel as though you've lost your power or given away your power or your personal power. Okay, so you are going to need, it's going to take courage and bravery to jump over your shadow here, okay? Or this feeling that you feel as though you can't do it, you don't have the strength or the courage to make this choice. But you do, you've got the Magician here, okay? But you do know that you need to make a wise choice. You've got the Hermit there, all right? Yep, you're standing at a crossroads, Capricorn. Interesting. Too many. Nine of Swords. Yeah, you're afraid to make this choice. Whatever this is the outcome, there's a choice that you need to make. You're standing at the fork in the road, at a crossroads, and you know you do have to make a choice, and it's keeping you up at night. It's making you anxious, okay? It's making you really anxious. These negative thoughts that are going around in your mind. But you have the skills, the ability, the knowledge, the tools that you need to make the right choice and to create whatever it is that you're trying to create here, Capricorn, okay? Yeah, you're all in your head. Yeah. Yeah, you're all in your head. Also, maybe a little bit emotionally out of sorts here. But here as well, here is the King of Cups. So there is someone very nice around you. This is a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. There is someone nice around you that could help you and give you the emotional support you need. And you do have the support from friends here. So I'm going to say some of you Capricorns need to ask for help, support, okay? You do have people that love you and celebrate you and appreciate you, that are there for you, and they got your back, okay? So ask for help. This is a very nice person here that you can trust, King of Cups, okay? And this, like I said, could have to do with, what can it have to do with? It could have to do with work, social circle, friends. I'm not seeing, I don't think this is family. I think this is your friends, your social work, your social circle, network, maybe co-workers. Something to do with work. Maybe choosing between two jobs, choosing between two professions. Okay, because here it looks as though you may be thinking about changing your profession or something like that. I don't know. There's some fork. There's some fork in the road here, and you've got two here, and you've got two here, which are decisions and choices that need to be made. Okay. All right. Let's confirm some of these cards. I need to be quick here. It's 29 minutes. Why is the Temperance in reverse? Temperance is in reverse because someone may have come in and brought some type of message, told you something, or brought some type of message that just threw you off, threw your energy off. okay? And it may have come from a friend. The message that came in may have come from a friend. They might be an air sign, okay? A Cancer, Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or maybe a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. But some message or communication came in, and it kind of threw off your energy out of balance, okay? It was something, it was some information that you weren't expecting, all right? Why is the Three of Swords here? The Three of Cups, sorry. Why is the Three of Cups here? I did this in one of the other videos. It was the Knight of Swords, but I kept saying the King of Swords or something like that, but sometimes I do that. I see the card, I see what the card is, but the words that come out of my mouth are just wrong. Three of Cups. Why is the Three of Cups here? Why is it a challenge? I think it's a challenge, like I said. Or you may even have some words or conflict with your friends, okay, or co-workers. Or someone is going to tell you something and it's the truth, but the way they say it, and there is some truth, come on, let's be honest, there is some truths, no matter how much sugar you put on it, it's still going to piss you off, okay? Or it's still not going to be taken that well, okay? But this person is known not to be very diplomatic when they share their truth, okay? Or something you didn't know. This can also speak to conflict, but I do not see yet. I do not see a lot of other cards here. I do not see a lot of other cards here that would say that this is conflict. But it is some biting truth. And also you have the Three of Cups here. You may hear something to do with a third party relationship or a third party in a relationship, okay? This can also speak to a third party card, but I also don't see a lot of cards here to support that either yet. So right now I'm just going to say that's friends, celebration, or something to do with a gathering, okay? Why is the Three of Cups here for Capricorn in December? And also the Three of Cups can also have something to do with a reconciliations, right? I don't know if some of you were trying to reconcile with somebody. Ooh, okay. So we've got the Three of Cups in reverse, confirming the Three of Cups upright with the Ace of Swords. So absolutely, there's going to be a conversation and some truth about something is going to come out or be discussed, and it might affect your friendship in a negative way. Okay, or it might have something to do with a gathering. Okay, maybe the gathering or the celebration has been called off, or maybe someone was wanting to reconcile, but the reconciliation may not happen. Reconcile with someone, but the reconciliation or the meeting may not happen. Okay. But there's definitely going to be a conversation. It's going to be a serious conversation. It's going to be the truth. Are you kidding me right now? So you have the Knight of Swords and the Ace of Swords. So absolutely, some type of truth is going to come in. It's going to come in. It's going to come in out of the blue. I think it has something to do with your friends, your social circle, or your co-workers, okay? It may have something to do with some type of contract or promise or agreement. May have something to do with a celebration or maybe a reconciliation. but someone's not going to be happy about it. If you were hoping to reconcile, you may not reconcile. If you were hoping to meet up with someone at a gathering or a celebration or something like that, it may not happen. There could be some type of falling out with friends or co-workers. Okay? We could end the reading right there, Capricorn. There was a whole lot because those two cards were in the center of your reading. All right. Why is the Six of Pentacles here in the recent past? Too many. The Lovers and the Moon in reverse. Absolutely. Something's going to come out. Something's going to be revealed. Okay. It may have something to do with a relationship. Someone that you have a very strong connection with, Capricorn. A very strong energetic attraction. Very strong energetic connection. Attraction. Okay. Some type of secret is going to come out, and it could have something to do with money, could have something to do with the job, on your job, or like I said, may have something to do with someone who was giving someone money or gifts, or but someone is not happy about it. Do you remember I said the three of Cups? I don't always talk about a third party situation, but you've got the Three of Cups here twice with the Lovers. Something is going to come out here, and it may be some secret or something you didn't know, and it may have something to do with some love triangle or a situation that involves a third party energy in a relationship, and it's going to come out. Okay. You've got the Moon here, so the Moon is Pisces, so this situation could involve a Pisces. The Lovers is Gemini. Could also involve a Capricorn, Virgo, or a Taurus. All right, and someone is not happy about this here. I don't know why these readings always turn into a love reading, but this does not necessarily need to be about love. This is a third party situation. There is a big decision that needed to be made. Okay, a huge decision. However, this could also be something going on at your job where you work, or someone you work with. Okay, it could have something to do with your co-workers as well, or something to do with work. Okay. You're standing at a crossroads. A decision has to be made. You've got two twos here. Okay, you have lots of options. You might be feeling, with the Moon here, you might be, at some point you may have been feeling a little confused as well with the Seven of Cups, but you are getting clarity. Absolutely, you're getting clarity. You are going to take a step back.